So when I first entered into, wow, looks like I was dead wrong. Oh, we're actually gonna see. Okay, so I was 50% right. Okay, here we go. Sure. Okay, now I've played, well, technically I've played a little of both of these characters, but I haven't played Mina since Season 1. I basically did it because I saw Party Wolf use it to beat Ivy, and that's why I decided to try it.
Yeah,
but,
that makes sense.
Cassandra, I got to S rank not that long ago, and I basically did it with just really good buttons and movement. I actually didn't learn any of the combos or anything like that, but I remember this matchup being very irritating for Cassandra, because it's very hard to get in and start doing stuff at a mid-range like you hope to. Wow, they are very cautious.
Yeah, they're the 1Ks they're just hidden right now.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting in this match. I think with the way that Cassandra has been changed, right? It's really hard for what's gonna happen here.
He goes blocking block the first time. That's so interesting. Into a sidestep. Wow, he's got a red guard gauge. This is kind of a big deal.
It's scary. If he loses,
that's it. You picked the, no. It is. Oh, that
wasn't even a combo.
Okay, so, none of the first round made sense to me at all. I can't figure out what anything happened.
You know, okay, nice run up 2-2B. I think what's interesting, okay, Soul Charge, never mind, we'll just wait to explain it until after, when there's some dead time, because they're just going ham. The guard break, kind of want that guard break. Okay, the hell sweep that hasn't been 1K'd. Another hell sweep. Punish? Okay.
Ooh, nice catch. Fantastic combo, too. But yeah, I always found it difficult to play Cassandra in this matchup, just because you end up running into stuff. So, speaking of which, you end up running into stuff so often that it's kind of frustrating.
Right, and I think the way that the matchup has changed, the good thing about Cassandra is, before the patch, she got in, and then she was very sticky, right? It was like AA +2, I'm plus here,
yeah.
I'll hit you up plus, right? But now the AA is 0, which
is still honestly pretty sticky for a character like Mina. It can still be kind of difficult to deal with.
Right, and I think the usage of that was very wild. I think the usage of 1Ks to get over Mina's panic button, because Mina's panic button is her 2-way.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe CE there.
Same with full crouch 1K. It'll do the same.
Right.
Nice.
But
risky
the panic button. I mean, at this point, is anything Saiyne does risky? Or
you know what?
Him?
That's true.
Oh, gets him with a string. Nice GI.
GIing too. Yeah, this is, I feel like this is going to be very similar to what we were expecting / hoping within the last set, where we're going to see Saiyne doing a lot of the stuff that you can kind of see from a character that's faster, but also doesn't do as much damage, kind of try and, bob and weave, a la Joe Frazier to try and get in and do one of those massive, gigantic dunks.
Right. Saiyne not... GI bait? This gonna be a guard break?
Ooh. I think this is exactly what Saiyne wanted, though. Because that's really not that impressive in terms of damage.
Right. And...
Oh, that's it? Yeah. 6A point-blank range. Yeah.
Minus 18, yeah.
So, double bar Mina versus single bar Cassandra. Cassandra still has the potential for a guard break. I feel like we're not going to see it, but I might be wrong.
Oh, nice
what a challenge
there.
Jeez. That's easily one of my least favorite moves in the entire game, by the way.
Same. Oh, she was airborne but didn't get splat.
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like, I guess technically in terms of the game mechanics, she wasn't airborne yet. It just looked that way in the animation.
Right. Oh, nice 1K. I like that Oki there. No, that's really untechable knockdown. Okay, Soul Charge get out of plus range. I like that.
But see, this is important. It's the fact that Saiyne has yet to use his bar. It looks like he's definitely trying to go for that guard damage. You can see, and he's definitely doing a good job of it, but ends up getting his sidestep caught by the 4-4B.
Right. It's kind of hard to whip punish with a CE in this matchup, simply because your CE just doesn't have that much range at the ranges where Mina whiffs. Is this death? Not yet. Okay, mix up.
Ooh, and the full crouch. I feel like what ended up happening there was, I think Saiyne realized he had Divine Force with a bar and Yellow Life, so there was a relatively good chance that Saiyne was going to be able to kill him with a CE, just straight up. And I feel like he might have gotten a little bit too much tunnel vision with that setup.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. It's just kind of hard to whip punish Mina with a CE that's kind of short. If that makes sense. Maybe a counter hit thing would have been great, but I don't know about on a whip punish.
It's the punish. Can he really only get, is that really only -12, the 4-4K string? Oh no! I feel like he might be able to get like a BK or something like that, and that's going to give him the round. First round guard break.
Well.
Oh, that But it turns out that Minazoki is actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, kind of. Yes.
Which I really don't understand. I don't understand why they gave a character like this the best Oki in the game. Somebody has better Oki? Who? No.
It's top 5. It's top 5. It's not bad.
Okay. Okay. Some people might say that let's just agree to disagree, but I say let's agree that we disagree.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I also play a very Oki-centric character, so, you know.
Your character doesn't do anywhere near as much guard damage, though. As Mina gets guaranteed like 40% off of like like look at that!
Look,
he's
just
in the red
block,
again!
Forehead. Just don't block, forehead.
Forehead?
Like, you just don't block.
Oh, nice punish. Was that a punish?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. I don't necessarily like that. I guess it's also an issue in this matchup too. You know, with the shield toss. I don't think that. Like, yes, you get benefits for being low guard damage, but do you really get benefits being low guard damage versus Mina?
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Cassandra has a lethal hit for if and when she gets guard broken. And it's off of a move that's only like, I think, -12 on block, which means that Mina isn't really going to get much of anything. So I'm wondering if Saiyne is inadvertently angling towards that. It's not a move that I've seen him use yet, so I'm curious to see if it ends up coming out later on.
Yeah, but even then, like, it's kind of hard to control when you get guard broken, right? So I wouldn't say it's very consistent. 1K again? Or the 1B?
Nice blocks. Fantastic. Yeah. Just assume that the Mina player was not going to do two-way. Big mistake.
Right. Yeah, Mina players, they have to. That's a get off me button, you know. Ooh, 4K. Nice GI. I want to see a jump move there. Ooh. The one thing that's very interesting about Mina, and I think people underrate, is, like, her Oki's great, but her, like, auto GI game and her defensive mechanics are actually really, really solid.
Ooh, wow. This is 3 rounds, 3 guard breaks. My dude.
Yeah, maybe dropping the game here. Soul Charge, get away from me.
Okay.
Soul Charge back, okay.
Makes sense. Oh, no duck. Ooh, gets a... That's not a punish.
Get the normal hit. Probably call him ducking. 1KB. Oh, catches some mashing.
But see, the thing is, we have Soul Charge Mina again when Saiyne has no bar. So I feel like in the resources race, we're just having a tough time dealing with this guard pressure and this meter stuff.
To be fair, though, if he had finished that combo, this round wouldn't have happened anyway. So Saiyne's actually blessed in this situation.
You know what? That's true. Wow, that did the full catch, huh? Doesn't get it. He's got a full bar almost. He's gonna have a bar by... I appreciate using the meter before Saiyne gets his.
Right. Nice challenge there. I guess that challenge makes sense. That challenge actually makes sense because that's jail, right? So there's really no point in not mashing there. Saiyne bringing this back. That was such good conditioning.
Yeah.
Like making sure Raztok felt pressured enough to do a move that like auto GIs, and then being like, okay, this is where you're going to hit a button now, and I'm going to kill you for it. That was so good.
He was doing BK as well, and BK on hit is not nothing. That's very difficult to deal with, and I appreciate the fact that not only did he figure out that Raztok was going to mash in those situations, but what he was going to mash. Because I think he figured the two-way the second time, which is why he did the BK. But then if he had done the BK a third time, it would have lost to the auto GI. So he figured that out too. That is that's some stuff that you only see from particular players.
Yes. The best of the best. Drops the combo. But mashes?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand, okay. Oh, I feel like we could have gotten something better. I feel like 3B would have been better. Okay.
Yeah. Just a grab. Okay. Cannot come in here. 1B.
Nice. Catches the mash yet again. I think it was like a turnaround K. I think Raztok needs to calm down on some of these things.
It's interesting to see. Ooh, nice booty butt whip punish.
I appreciate the attempt, but God, in the red yet. This is an interesting dynamic that I didn't figure about this matchup, is the fact that both of these characters want to make Cassandra's guard gauge go down.
Yeah,
it's very weird. It's just like the amount of guard breaks we've seen so far in this set, I think is comparable to the amount that we saw overall in the set between Dell and Scav.
Right. I think it's interesting the way that Raztok is taking his turn. Like, he's expecting Saiyne to block. He's being very greedy with his turn, with his button presses. There are certain times where, like, he's clearly not plus.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a very good 4-4B there.
Well, it's definitely the kind of stuff that you kind of expect somebody who is used to dealing with somebody who wants to go in and do mixes. So he knows that for Saiyne to take his turn, what Saiyne is going to want to do is do something like run up and then like wait a beat to then start doing a mix-up, which is going to lose to Mina doing heavy hit on block into heavy hit.
Right,
so it's going to
exactly.
force Saiyne to start taking bigger bets from farther away, which isn't the way that Mina or that Cassandra wants to play just in the first place.
Right.
Oh,
Ooh, no one put a stone.
I think if 6BB was the thing that happened, that would have been better.
Right. I wonder if 6DB has more range than Cassandra CE. Oh my gosh. To the Oki situation. That didn't scale all that much.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice talk. I'm gonna grab. +2, soul charge, get away from me.
Oh, interesting, okay. So, spending bar for bar, definitely the way to go for Raztok, considering the round deficit.
Gets hit.
But see, he tried to do the run-up 1K. He had done an immediate 1K in that situation over and over again. Had he done it again, it would have worked.
Right. Ooh, trying to be too optimal.
Yeah, trying to be too greedy. He's got to deal with red guard gauge. How do you get out of this thing? Yeah.
You almost did.
He did.
You know, if I were Saiyne, I don't know if I necessarily would
having a good time.
switch characters, but I think that's what Thing's gonna do. Maybe a stage change. I mean, sure. Let's be real. The one game that Saiyne did win was a one that he stole. He definitely stole that game.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe a stage. If you want a smaller stage, that stage doesn't really like benefit you because you know you're starting on the 2-player side. There's a ring out edge behind you.
If you're dealing with a situation where you're going to be guard broken like virtually every single round, I can definitely see why you would want to go to a stage that's not necessarily like the one that we were just at, because chances are, okay, this leads me to believe that he definitely is going to be changing characters because he's changing his buttons.
Right.
Is he actually changing his buttons, or is he just fiddling around? I can't tell. No, he didn't change his buttons at all, so I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with the Ivy. This is definitely probably the only Ivy that I actually love watching. now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't mean to say that other Ivies are bad. I'm not calling Incendiate out or whatever. I just mean to say that I think he would agree that Saiyne's Ivy is, I believe the clinical term is wacky tobacco. Oh boy.
Oh. Bang,
full bar
bang,
too.
bang. Oki.
Ugh.
So, he's just freezing on that. Oh.
Whoa, hey, whoa! What? Oh, wow, what a bait! What?
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
I can't tell what's going on. I'm not sure.
You know, I think what's happening is there's someone on the screen, there's 2 characters on the screen, someone's getting hit. The 2-2-A. Raztok likes to be very challenging with his turns. Like, he's really like daring Saiyne to like tighten up. It's like tighten up your game plan, tighten it up. Otherwise, I'm going to match.
Yeah, it's a kind of timing that I can understand. But now he has a character that doesn't necessarily need to respect him much, and can technically play Raztok's game against Raztok.
Right. Well, kind of yes, but I think it's interesting because I don't think Ivy's mid-range game is super comparable to Mina's mid-range game, because Mina has the more reactive mid-range game, I think, is the way I want to put it. You know, being able to whip punish stuff, even at mid-range to long range with like 1B, like Ivy kind of sets the pace. It's gonna be ring out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. But like,
in a guard crush too.
Oh gosh, this character's insane.
Yeah.
But a lot of the guard crush damage is coming from Saiyne being able to just like sitting there and blocking up the 4-4.
Yeah, he hasn't figured it out yet, right? He's doing a lot of the hesitation we were seeing in the previous set, which is kind of screwing him up. Doesn't have a bar, so this isn't gonna ring out.
Right.
But still gotta be scared.
I definitely think that, you know, ooh, that was actually a very good punish.
Yeah. He clearly moved up into that range specifically for that blocking punish.
Right. Yeah, it seems like Mina has the more reactive mid-range game, which if you get Ivy to whiff, you can kind of like kill her for that. Good block. Good punish.
Very committal to that duck. He knew in his heart of hearts that was what was gonna happen. Okay.
Ooh, okay, that was very creative with punish there.
Yeah,
nice.
Unfortunately it gave him the bar. It gave him just enough bar to get out of it in that way.
Does he have to go into stance after that slow attack? Maybe he could have
I think so. I think after that soul attack, you have to go into stance. I apologize. Alright, you're dead to one hit, Saiyne, because of the state. Okay, now you're not.
Yeah, but this round, you kind of have to win this round, or win this round in a certain way. Oh, nice team for B.
You can't take the guard break now. Okay, I don't think that does it just yet, but gets fantastic Oki here. Does he get it? Nah, he's going to do an Ari safe move so that he's able to deal with that option pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Ari beat a lot of options at that point, so I mean, it made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But the problem is, again, we're in the same situation that we've been in, I believe, every single game, where we come to the end of it, and in terms of guard pressure and in terms of meter, Raztok is always in the lead. See, this is the kind of soul charge that I was hoping Dell would be using in the previous set, like aggressive soul charges, and use the advantage that you have. Yeah, see? Oh no!
Oh, the combo!
You can get reverse rung out. You gotta be worried.
Will this be stolen?
Oh, he's got another bar though. He just got his meters.
Nice 6K. Okay.
No duck, huh? No duck again.
Duck again.
Not even on whip.
Oh, is this going to be stolen?
That's not it. Oh, he tried to hurry again. Saiyne, highway robbery.
That's the thing. That's something that's been consistent though.
Yeah.
The way that Raztok has ended his rounds, he's always quote unquote panicked. Right? I don't think that's very. I'm gonna call these Ari's panic Aris because they're so consistent.
Because they're consistent, right? Yeah, I would say that they're definitely panicky. Yeah.
And so like it feels like Saiyne gets some. Oh, there's the first CS we've seen. Now he's gonna be able to condition him into CS. I wonder how that's gonna come to play in the rest of the set.
Went for what's the? Yeah, okay, thank you. I forgot the I forgot the ungrabbable grab. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I think it'll be interesting. I feel like Saiyne has figured something out that if he can get Raztok to the end of the round, that it works.
Yeah, sorry,
you're good. No,
I don't understand. I never understand what Josh said. Guys, I've been playing against Josh since literally his first tournament. I've never understood what he's doing. I've never understood what he's thinking. I just try to overwhelm him. Now, I had a pretty heavy advantage in the last game because Mitsu dominated Ivy pretty easily. I don't have that advantage in this game. And so it's super scary that I don't know what he's doing. What's going on?
No idea. Wall splat. It's going to be double wall splat. Could be no damage, though.
Ooh, what do we get? Is that the best? Oh, he was going for a grab.
It would have been the best.
I respected the attempt. It's going to force Raztok to use his meter pretty early, so okay. Right. So Saiyne decides to use his bar too, which means that he's going to be... It's important that he wins this, or not. Ooh, fantastic weight!
Of house speed. Oh, he got a duck
low. I think you can, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you can GI both options at the same rate, right?
But last time Raztok did do the low on that string, so it made sense that he ducked.
Okay, yeah, it does.
Okay.
Pretty even stuff going on right now. Yeah. Nowhere near the amount of guard pressure that we were seeing initially, and it looks like Saiyne's kind of warming up here. He's getting a little bit more comfortable with his spacings and timings.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much picking Raztok apart at the range game too, which is once Raztok has been able to get in, it's been all Raztok, but.
Yeah, see, this is the thing that I think Saiyne's Ivy's going to be able to pull out, where the only time that Raztok is going to have the capability... Okay, Saiyne. I think the only time that Raztok is going to be able to play the game that he wants to play is the few times where Saiyne happens to be wrong on his own Oki.
Right.
And so if he's... no, it's not going to give him the wall. So, Mina Soul Charge is Mina Soul Charge, but for the first time since I think this set started, we are going into the last round where Saiyne has the advantage in terms of resources.
Right. And I think what's interesting, nice soul charge. It's interesting how effective Raztok is being. If he whips something, he soul charges. If he whips something, he does something again. He's very active with his buttons and his movement, right? He's not really kind of staying still, right?
He's fully comfortable and aware of... Oh, he screws it up again!
He keeps dropping it!
Shades of Boom in the Iron Man.
I know, right? Oh, is this it?
Oh, Josh, are you doing this again? You have another full bar, and you're not even barely finished with your other bar. Dude, use your other bar. Use your other bar, dude.
This is a backstep?
He doesn't have this whole... That's not it yet! 2K? Oh, Saiyne!
Every drop.
Every single drop has cost him the full game!
has killed him. You know, I understand that. I dropped that same combo 2 weeks ago, so I understand that. But like,
I apologize. I didn't mean to bring that up.
No, you know what? It's okay.
In bad faith, it was it's the first thing that came to my mind.
I deserve it with all the Maryland talk I've been giving you. So,
yeah, you know that's fair.
Totally fine.
It has been less than 15 seconds, by the way, and Saiyne already has a red guard gauge again.
This is nice jump kick.
Oh, is that why he's getting hit by it sometimes? He's trying to jump kick it on reaction? Maybe? This is clearly an offline player.
Yeah. Huh. Nice jump. Okay, there's jump kick.
Even if it gets cancelled, he can jump kick it? That is interesting.
Yeah, if you react in time, I think it's an actual punish.
Wow. That is not nothing.
You know, it's interesting. Raztok is pretty much playing Yoshi Mitsu, right? There's been really no kind of like dancing in mid range. This is kind of like, all right, like nice 6 people punch.
Oh, I should mention, Boom, you've been given a question. What music do you have on in the background for this stage?
I think it's World Destruction or something like that from Caliber 3.
Okay. Man, I haven't thought about Caliber 3 in a long time.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better Caliber soundtracks out of the series.
It's important to note that full crouch 1K after that combo has worked, I think, like every time it's happened.
Yeah, and again, like he's playing Yoshimitsu. He's not even trying to like space. He's just trying to go in and mix.
Ooh, first time that Saiyne had actually decided to go into soul attack and just kind of stay in stance for a little while.
Yeah.
But he's not particularly interested in dealing with that situation.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, nice duck. Still has plenty of, okay, here we go. Saiyne really doesn't want to use his additional bar.
Oh, well, he's been whipping. Oh, no.
That's huge. Is that dead? It's not, so he decides to go for a from yellow guard break. Wow, this character's cool.
But that's not even guaranteed.
Not one bit.
3 to 3.
That's not guaranteed.
It is not guaranteed. Actually, come to think of it, it's kind of surprising that we haven't seen a change in stage.
I don't know.
Both of these characters have decided to stick with the small stage. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's...
I think it was just like Saiyne put down his controller too early or something.
Okay. That
was,
the weed?
Oh, he, again, trying to go so optimal that it drops.
Sometimes optimal's not the way, you know? Ooh, nice 4KB. He was actually very good.
Yeah. You know, come to think of it, we saw that one round where the grabs kind of dictated the whole round, and then we haven't seen grabs be a prominent figure after that.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, trying to jump the low with like a 9K or something like that. It's one of the issues of playing someone with just jump attacks and no stances. I feel very blessed to just be able to pogo things on reaction because the tech jump frames are really good, but not everyone has the luxury of doing that. Nice 9K.
Wow, okay. Sprinting at him.
That was so awkward. Nice GI. AK. 6 AK actually. No, that's actually AK, not 6 AK.
Alright, does he decide to spend the... Ooh! Oh my god! He caught the whip of the back turn 2K! What? Grab! Hop! Double hop!
What is happening?
He's back turned!
Did he die for this?
No, he's not dead. Because it went back turned again. I still don't think he's... I don't know, dude. I don't know.
What was that?
I don't understand anything. Even the stage is like, I gotta get out of here.
Even the rocks are like, bro, Elite, I'm good, bro.
Get me the hell out of here. Yo, every time Saiyne thinks that that Raztok is gonna stay patient, he's like, nah, dude.
Yeah, but did you see how much Raztok mashed?
Oh my god, that was... I don't understand these hops. These hops are scaring me. This is like a horror movie.
So the hops make sense to me because...
They make sense, but they still scare me.
I mean, wow! Nice RI there. Is he dead?
No, he's not dead because he needed... If it was just one wall bounce, I think you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, catching the RE.
That's a very consistent call. He's been REing every time he's been panicking or weak, so...
There's definitely a lot of situations... there's definitely a lot of situations where Saiyne is taking the big bet on... Okay, if Raztok mashes, then I just get hit by a 2A, and that's no big deal. But if I'm right about the RE/GI, I like win the whole round.
Right. Yeah, Raztok getting in kind of mash. Oh no!
Dude. My dude. And that's it. Raztok going back up in the set. It is now 4 to 3.
I'm not
This is actually
Ridiculous?
yeah, just a tad ridiculous. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, if this is weird because it feels like Saiyne stole games, now Raztok's the one stealing games. So like, if both people are stealing, who's really stealing? You know,
Who's the real hero slash villain?
Yeah.
Going to Setsuka, huh?
Setsuka.
I don't know.
I'm not a believer in Setsuka.
Yeah.
I don't think this character is very good.
Yeah.
Chat, you can at me if you want. I think this character is actually like bottom 5 in the game. But
She can tech crouch a lot to get under the 6A.
yeah, but I mean, versus Mina, you don't really want tech crouches. You kind of want tech jumps.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he doesn't need tech jumps. He just hops everywhere.
I mean, that's very true. Okay, double twister. Okay, he's a real Setsuka player. Okay.
So I guess one of the things is that the question is, does Raztok know this matchup? Because it's very reasonable to believe that he doesn't, right? Because the character is so new. And as far as I know, Raztok didn't play the other games.
Okay.
Alright, I mean, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think this is a perfectly fine bet to do at this point in the set. Because if it turns out that you're dead wrong, hey man, it's just one game out of a first to 10. It's not that big of a deal. You can experiment. You still have time. And if you happen to be right, and your opponent doesn't know jack about the character that you have in here, I mean, hey, you just got probably like 2, 3, 4 games just based on, hey, you happen to know Setsuka.
And I think what's interesting is the Setsuka pick. You see how like quiet the game has become. Like it's very slowed down. Like this is the first time where like Saiyne's been able to feel comfortable in Raztok's face and chilling. I think he didn't. I think with the Cassandra, he felt like he had to like feel pressured.
Go in and
but Setsuka does. Yeah, but Setsuka doesn't really have to do that. She can kind of sit and wait for a mistake, and I think that's actually very key. In the ways that Saiyne won the previous games. Was just by nice whip punish with the umbrella, even though it wasn't an actual umbrella, it was a fake input, but we don't talk about that.
I actually really like that it was a fake input, because kind of what we were talking about before, where Saiyne has run into the pitfalls of trying to do way too optimal stuff. The fact of the matter is, he knew that it was going to get him the round, and I think he just did a ton into umbrella.
He did, yes he did.
He just got fully stocked up, too. He doesn't have the bar yet, but this is the most one-sided game that we've had so far.
So far, but you know we've had the game stolen before. This
that's true. That's true.
Okay, nice punish.
That was quick. So it sounds like somebody thinks that this character is bottom 5, but they won one game in a PARSEC thing, so he must be wrong.
Yeah, I'm 100% wrong.
I always love it when commentators make that argument. It's just like, well, this one thing happened this one time, therefore the overall theory is...
this is wrong.
You know, everybody says that the sun exists, but I'm looking outside and it's dark out, so
hey, where is it?
What's going on? I only think about the stuff that's directly in my face right now.
Right, but I think it's interesting, you know, this umbrella, okay, I guess it's raining. But it's interesting because the way that Saiyne won the games was waiting off of Raztok's mistake. I think that's the one thing that Setsuka is very good at is punishing mistakes.
Yeah, I think what Saiyne, one of the main reasons why Saiyne decided to go for this is because there was so much aggression coming out of Raztok on Wake Up, and I think that one of the things that Setsuka is fantastic at is really punishing people for not respecting that sort of thing. She has plenty of force blocks that are not nothing. And so you get all these situations like this, which is what he was trying to do with Cassandra, but he can do it from farther away with this kind of character. Now, that being said, it's kind of funny that we're seeing Raztok be significantly more defensive and it's an overall slower game, because I actually feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it really feels to me that the way to beat Setsuka is to not be slow and to continue to sidestep even at, like, aggressive times to kind of get rid of her hitboxes and stuff.
Right, you do have to kind of be stubborn in a way that doesn't involve mashing buttons, right? Because if you mash buttons for Setsuka, you're just dead.
Yeah.
She's just very good at that, right?
But using movement, I think is definitely a strong way to go against Setsuka.
Yes, 100%.
It's important to note that Setsuka's fully stocked up at this point. Again, doesn't have the bar to get the I always forget, what does the red flower do again?
Counter hits.
Okay, does increase it. Yeah, I always remember the snowflake and the moon laser from the yellow moon, but I always forget the red flower.
As far as what it enhances or how
what it actually does.
Oh, I think one of them is Umbrella, one of them is Tsukiyomi, and one of them gives her fly mix-ups.
Yeah, moon. The yellow moon is Tsukiyomi. The blue snowflake is the Umbrella stance.
Oh, is it?
Turns into break attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I think the red moon makes her Umbrella attacks do more damage.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5.
And wow, I guess she count to 5 in this game? I will never know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first time we've seen a 1A in this whole entire set from Raztok. This is
no.
Oh, this could have been it. Oh, nice soul charge recognition there.
Yeah, it has to get out of there immediately. Not even worrying about the mix-up. Oh, it's gonna potentially do a gigantic hit. Oh, Raztok was greedy. He didn't spend his bar. I respect it though.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you've got 2 bars. Setsuka,
yeah, double bar and in guard trouble for Setsuka. So the way you lose this is if Saiyne just goes on a train, which he's been known to do. But I mean, if you decide to infinitely worry about that, I think it's just over for you. Here we go with the first move. Oh, okay.
That's also very smart in this match.
Yeah.
I guess having more tech jumps too that are very like that hurt is very good too.
Yeah, decides to do it if only to like screw up the potential ring out and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Eventually he was going to be wrong on one of his matches, right?
Yeah, you kind of have to, but I like the Setsuka pick. Even that was very good pressure from Raztok. Raztok finally understanding how to pressure Saiyne when he's on this character, so that's very good recognition from Raztok, but I like the Setsuka switch. I think the Setsuka switch is good.
I feel like if this match goes exactly like the previous match, that's when you switch. But if it's at the very least relatively close the whole way, then I think it's perfectly fine to just continue with Setsuka, at least for a little while.
Right.
Now the problem is, Raztok has an Astaroth. So, I mean, at least in my experience, when I played Astaroth against Setsuka, it's kind of tough for Setsuka. She doesn't really have a lot of stuff that deals with the armor all that well at all.
The armor grabs are very annoying and very important in this match. This guy having a lot of one hit strings, but I think her horizontals are actually pretty good in that match. Like because most of her better horizontals, like 6AA, are double hitting. I don't know if it hits the armor in time, but I would think that it would be good. But I guess it's Astaroth is
6AA ends in a high, right? So it's not going to work on the bull rush in Soul Charge.
Mid.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, pardon me, all to hell.
But it's high mid. But
anyway,
is that
it?
Run up 6B? Not yet.
Doesn't get the RE? Oh, 4-4B in that situation, huh? That is weird. That would have been tough to do.
Technically, the RE on block was plus, so it made sense if he's going to look for a 2K or something, so...
Man, Saiyne is constantly trying to like do the spacing to get away from some of the long-range moves from Mina, and he's just not able to thread that needle.
Not at all. I think, nice jump A, not jump A, but jump stance A. I don't know what it is, but you know, the move's terrorism.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5! Very well. No mix-up there. Try to get the run. She's back to him, so you can do a mix-up that is high-low, or high-mid, or mid-low. Yeah.
Saiyne is having such a hard time understanding the pokes that that Raztok is throwing out here. Yeah, he's having such a hard time figuring out when he can start playing.
I mean, you know, Mina's plus on whiff, online, offline, doesn't really matter. So.
Yeah, that's not... to anybody who thinks this is an online thing, it isn't. This is just what Mina is in this game. 4-4B is, I think, somewhere between plus 10 and plus 15 on whiff, and that's very unfair.
Yeah, it's the one move in the game where it's more plus on whiff than it is on block. It's crazy.
It really sucks that we're not exaggerating.
Yeah, they actually...
We're really not.
But look at the sequence that Saiyne's put in together. Very nice. Just kind of ended, but that could have been
this is so scary. He's got guard trouble. Yeah, he's still like. I was gonna say if he gets like one errant 2-2B, if he gets like one guard break, that could have been it.
You know, it's very interesting. One of the things that I just noticed is that the patience on Raztok. You know, he seems to be very patient when his opponent is in red guard, because earlier on I felt like he would have mashed like an RE or something like that. Maybe he's learned that's not mashed there, but there's also the first time where he was low life, where he felt like he had a chance to win if he stayed patient and broke his guard at the right time. So it's a very interesting behavioral thing, I guess, I picked up, or a habit I think I picked up. But
I can definitely see why, too, because, you know, when you're in red guard gauge, especially when you're against your opponent as a Mina player, you're expecting people to potentially go out of their way to make mistakes enough to where they end up killing themselves, right? And so this provides an opportunity for those opponents so the millisecond that the guard break wasn't a thing anymore, he goes back to his REs.
Yep, exactly. Okay, very slow.
Ooh, I like the hop back. Oh, that is such a shame. Yeah. That is huge.
Unfortunate.
He gets his bar back. Okay, here we go.
Okay, get the sequence here. Nice 1A.
Yeah, stolen bar from Mina as well.
1B. No jump attack. Okay, nice. Here's Soul Charge. I like that. Using Soul Charge. The 4 sets could use her Soul Charge.
Setsuka still has that Soul attack.
Nice.
Oh, is that it?
No, not yet. The mix up though. No, duck. Tsukiyomi. No,
didn't get as much as 12 punish. Oh, that sucks. Oh, tried to be a little bit cheeky there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it looks like Setsuka has finished.
I'm not sure. So one of the interesting things is the stages that have been picked, right? Every time you've gotten a character that has been able to kind of rush in, or has to rush in, you've gotten a big stage. And every time, and when you picked Ivy, a character that can kind of keep out, you got a small stage. So I think maybe one stage roulette would have to be changed, but I think this is where I shut up now and let you start commentate the rest of the time.
Okay guys, look, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, every single time that there's this player who thinks that Amy is so good and they're so easy and everything, they play Amy in one of these things and they get annihilated. So I hope that Saiyne proves me wrong, and I hope that he shows me some stuff. I'm willing to bet he won't show me anything.
Wow.
That's just my guess. But that being said, I very much don't like this matchup for Amy. I find it to be quite frustrating. I don't know if that's because I suck against Mina or if it actually is a matchup thing, but it really stinks trying to get hit twice and lose this amount of life and have to go in against somebody who has a two-way that's as good as Mina's.
Right. Yeah. Oh, soul charging to secure the round?
I definitely respect it.
100%. You've gotten so much meter. Your panic REs have been working. You can get the meter back. I think that's good recognition of the situation and good recognition. Part of it could be he's panicking and doesn't want to lose the round, but also good recognition of the flow of the matches and the state of what has been capitalized off of and what hasn't been capitalized off of. So I definitely, like you said, respect that situation.
It is important to know that Amy is one of the very few characters who can relatively consistently whip punish Mina's 4-4B with the 4B Rose. So it can be very nice to have that. Okay, wow, you tried to go so hard in on that punish. Okay, so he's got his full red.
I'm red Rose. Okay.
And that's the round.
Is this dead?
Yeah, he's gonna spend the bar.
Oh no! So
no, never mind. All right, so here's the big deal. Now we have 4A. We have 4AA. We'll see if he's able to see. This is the thing: is that even though you have the significantly better neutral in this situation, Mina can probably still outmatch you in some regards.
Yeah, I don't even know that 4AA is even like very useful. Oh my goodness!
It's useful as a mix-up tool, not really as a spacing tool in this match.
Right, because it feels like it just kind of pushes her out.
Right. But that being said, if you end up getting something like you're able to come in and start just using it straight up as a low, it's totally fine to cash out with that move and go back to neutral. Because Amy, especially when she has red, has, I mean, in my opinion, the best neutral in the game. Ooh, nice one, B. Oh, decides to go for the greediness!
That was good.
You have to tech that. That's not a full combo. That's really funny.
That was very good. A very good recognition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't like how he's had Red Rose for like 2 rounds, and I think we've seen 4AA like 3 times.
This is very true. But even, again, like, do you really want to use it when you don't have the life lead to kind of get it? I guess you kind of chip away so you can figure out a way to get in, right?
Perpetually.
Now he's in Soul Charge, he's going to have to use it, right?
Well, he's going to have to do something.
I want to see him just kind of sidestep at that range, but I guess, like, ooh, no.
Yeah, you can 6BB punish that, but that's about it.
Right. I guess in this situation, in the range he's working 4-4B, you don't really want to sidestep because if you go 6A, you get lethal hit.
Yeah, see, this is one of the tough things about playing, okay, here we go.
Bang, bang, bang.
So I don't know if he knows about the 214A as a force blocking situation. He decides to just run up, ends up getting hit by an RE. Okay, what does he do here? Does he go for the back grab? It looks like he went for nothing. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. It looked like he was starting animation with the grab, actually. 2A, I don't know. Oh, 2
Oh, doesn't get the full combo!
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Watch this comeback. Watch this steal. Oh, never mind.
So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Saiyne is 100% comfortable with the Oki situations that Amy can set up. So he ended up getting kind of screwed out of that situation.
Yeah.
Like, post 4BB, there's plenty of stuff that you could potentially do, especially against somebody who's going to be waking up with buttons so often. Okay, well, it looks like very vintage Amy gameplay that we see in tournaments. One match, and she gets destroyed, everybody complains about her in chat, and then there's no more Amy.
No. You know, credit to Raztok being able to just like fight through the onslaught of different characters, being able to just adapt to different characters because Mina is a character where like sure you can kind of play the same way, but like different characters throw different things at you, which means you have to adapt in different ways. So props to Raztok being able to fight the gauntlet. Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like we're getting a little bit of a sense of frustration from Saiyne. He's kind of losing his stamina for the patience.
Yeah, Raztok just running certain things that have been worked, putting back things into the metagame that he's taken out and can bring back now. You know, so...
And he's having a really tough time trying to get the timing correct for dealing with Raztok's mashing. And he's constantly blocking that, which is not helping him at all. Yeah,
it's looking like... It's kind of, I don't know... Like, I guess at this point in the set, you kind of have to stick with this character, right? Because, you know, it's 7-4. If you don't win this, you don't really have a lot more games to play with either, right? So I guess Cassandra might be it.
Yeah, that's so interesting to me because I really feel like going with Ivy was kind of the way to go. I wonder what it is about the Ivy-Mina matchup at this point that he dislikes so much.
It's so good. You know, I don't even know it. I think his guard's gonna be broken the next one he does. It just feels like Saiyne's mesmerized by like what Raztok is doing. You know,
Raztok is currently doing what we normally see Saiyne do in his matches, and so I feel like that's the thing that's kind of crushing his spirit.
Oh no, the 6A on timing is actually just like wild. All right, AA. Oh, nice step. Not a really good.
I don't know what happened there. So one definite thing that I'm seeing that's definitely different is the 2-6As that are coming out, which we weren't seeing literally at all the last time that we saw Saiyne playing Cassandra.
Right, but it doesn't seem like the 2-6As have been helping. It just seems like they've been whipping.
I mean, they're not necessarily hurting. I feel like this is going about the same as before. Okay, Mr. Man over here.
That was very like
call out.
Yeah, it was a call out, but at the same time, it's like, all right. You're still in trouble, bro.
Yeah, yeah. No, like, if I'm Raztok, I'm just like, alright, that's cool.
Yeah, like, alright, well, now good stuff. You have one less ball to deal with my bullshit now, you know, so.
It's like how I feel whenever I lose the first round, but I got all my roses, and I was like, hey man, I still won that exchange.
Yeah, exactly, but I don't know.
Nice try, I guess. Oh, no punish there, but ends up getting this. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, that full crouch 1K looks like money after that situation.
Yes, it just doesn't fail. And like even if you block it, it's a mix-up too. It seems like a very, very, very good tool in general. Something you can just autopilot.
Yeah, I feel like overall people don't really use just full crouch 1K anymore because it doesn't knock down anymore.
Right. But it's still very good in general. Oh, no punish. It's actually minus 12.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't need it. But then again, you know, Mina, minus 12 punishes, not exactly the master of disaster in that regard. That is going to be 8-4. We now have a doubled score. So let's see if Saiyne can bring this back. I don't know what he's going to do.
This is actually very interesting. I guess he's decided to with Cassandra makes sense. Is he going to get...
What kind of stage does he want?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Does he want this?
Be the stage, but also like okay, this actually might be the stage, but does Cassandra have wall combos?
Not that I know. Party Wolf, are you in the chat? Let us know.
Yeah, like I think her combos aren't the greatest. I mean, but I guess this is like one of the small stages in the game, so I guess this is what you want.
Yeah, but the thing is that the last stage was one of the small stages in the game, so I guess he just doesn't want to deal with ring outs.
Yeah, I think the ring outs are the way that Mina kind of robs you the most, so I think I agree with this actually.
Ooh, nice catch on the GI because the 4-4A at tip is safe. So you definitely see a lot of people, myself included, trying to go up against Mina when that happens. But nice call out on the GI there.
Okay, nice 2-2B plus K.
Wow, it's
this time gets the mix up. Yeah, this time gets the mix up on the mid. Raztok mashing, mashing again. He keeps mashing.
Yeah, he mashed every single time there. So, the thing that really sucks for Saiyne is the fact that if he does win this round, chances are we're not playing on the stage anymore.
Definitely not. I mean, even the situation of the positional situation was really like kind of just hard. Like Raztok, we're figuring out new ways that places where Raztok wants to mash, right? I think that's very helpful for Saiyne. But you know, oh no, that did a grip of damage.
Oof. So very similar to the second round, except reverse.
You know, I just put my hands in my head and being like, wow, you know, all that Oki was unukemiable, so you just kind of had to guess.
Ooh, full crouch 1K is coming in for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
In neutral, that is.
Okay, Soul Charge, get away from me. Doesn't want to give up the pressure.
If I'm Saiyne, I'm all about this right now.
Right.
Because this is just stuff that I don't have to deal with for the next round.
I actually personally would Soul Charge back. You had to ask me.
Oh, he wanted to do Divine Force first.
Right.
Now he's got a CE with Divine Force on deck at the moment. Oh, that was not a good reversal edge. Yeah, so Raztok definitely threw that game away because he wanted to not block on Wake Up.
Yeah. Okay, 8-5, you know. Okay, yeah, definitely immediate stage.
Yeah, like why do that? No, again, similar to the one game that Saiyne won with Setsuka, that was incredibly one-sided. When Saiyne understands, he's really got it going. But this is kind of the exact opposite of the stage that he wanted, probably.
Right. Yeah, you know...
I don't understand why this stage is in the game.
I love this stage, you know, as a Yoshimitsu player, this is my island, bro. This stage is the greatest stage of all time.
To be honest, though, I mean, that would be frustrating to me, but it's not the fact that he has such incredible ring-outs. When I think of characters that I hate playing against on this map, I think about the starting positions. That's all I care about.
That's true, that's very true.
If you change the starting positions, I actually don't mind this stage. But because of the starting positions, dealing with Mina, Aswell, Ivy on this stage is so dumb, I really hate it.
Yeah, you know, that's another perk of playing Yoshimitsu. I can just get meter and teleport to where you are on the map, no matter where you are on the map, which is a trait. But
yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you play the best character in the game.
Yeah, Amy. Anyways, nice BK, 6BB. The Raztok not wanting to block again. Okay, now he's blocking.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, okay. Man, this is some perfect threading in the needle. It feels like Saiyne has definitely gotten a groove. I just don't know if it's in time.
Right, yeah, he's... So Raztok has kind of lost his, desire to be very active on defense as the 4-4-A hits online low cap, but he's lost his ability to kind of be active because he's lost the confidence in the fact that he needs to be active on defense, right? So he's trying to be more active on offense, which is why you see this offensive soul charge here, which is pretty good because of the positioning of the wall and the ring edge, but we'll see how he's able to deal with it. Nice block.
Yeah, we're seeing a handful of particularly good moments, but it just doesn't seem to be enough as it once was. And Saiyne especially is just calling out some of the mashes that Raztok is doing with such precision at this point that it's getting a little bit overwhelming for him. I kind of wish there was a punish there. But he's not... Yeah, okay, he's dead to a CE now, so... I think that was supposed to be a hop that just didn't come out.
I think that would have guard broken too, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure, but...
Not getting the duck on that, but pretty difficult to do that, and even offline I have a tough time with it, so I'm not surprised.
Ooh, no.
Doing that step duck.
Step duck's pretty good. Nope, nice low charge. I like that. I don't like that, though. Okay, 1KB. Oh, I don't like that situation because you're just giving Mina more incentive to break your guard. I don't like that.
Yeah, I feel like he's just so adamant about trying to beat the wake-up buttons that Raztok tends to throw out that he's just like guard crush be damned.
Right.
Oh wow, no punish from anybody, and I think that's it. Yeah.
That wasn't even a combo.
So he just tried to like roll or something, probably.
Yeah, he just tried to roll.
Because it seems like one of the things that that he's changing up, that Raztok is changing up, is that he's not doing wake-up buttons anymore. He's doing rolls instead, which is smart. Makes sense.
Raztok's defense is getting picked apart.
Yeah. Now that being said, he's still plenty in it. I feel like 100%. Saiyne should consider this round a success if he can get the... There it is. So if I'm Saiyne, I'm like, yes. He had to use the guard break and he had to use the bar. And I'm still technically in the round.
So here's the question, right? So here's one of the things that's interesting, like, how much longer do you play the round, right? Do you try to get yourself killed so that Mina doesn't get meter for next round if you're not so confident in the round? Never mind!
I don't know if this is the time to taunt, Mr. Man.
You know, you know what? Saiyne shut me up, and I'm glad. I'm happy. That was sick.
Yeah, that was definitely sick. He definitely has something going right now. I just don't know if I like the taunts when you're losing in the set.
Well, you have to brought it back. It's 8-6, correct?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It is 8-6, so we're definitely going to see something. I think it feels like Saiyne has found his groove, and it seems like Raztok is failing on his defense. Another panic argue, but this time it actually works, so maybe he's bringing it back in the circle of meta. You know?
There is a chance that Saiyne is going to have to deal with Mina on the stage for the rest of the set if he keeps winning, and that sucks.
That is very well. You know, it sucks, but you know, sometimes you can use the stage to your advantage because some people tunnel vision, no doubt. People tunnel vision on the trying to get the ring outs. I know I do as Yoshimitsu at sometimes, so it kind of hurts more than helps. But it could be a help. It could be a helpful more than a detriment. That's for sure.
Yeah, potentially. it's just difficult to pull that kind of thing off, and I feel like he's riding such a thin line here, this balancing act, and he's not able to block these 4-4-As, unfortunately. I feel like that's a 5th or 6th one that's been successful, so that's creating such a tough OP situation that Saiyne cannot be happy about it.
Right, even in the set, like this is such a tough situation for Saiyne to be in. Raztok having a meter for the last game, and oh my goodness!
Yeah,
and now
he was out of range, so he wasn't actually even attempting to block it. And now Saiyne doesn't know what to do because he's dead but not dead. He's just a walking corpse here. Oh my god, Raztok! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No, it's not gonna happen.
Spike oh, wake up! Tech forward 2A.
That is so scary. That is so risky, but like. That's like the way that Raztok was losing those games that got stolen from him.
Right,
exactly. Stuff like that. But I guess eventually it was going to happen, right?
Yeah. I think what's interesting is Raztok found the ability, he found his confidence in being active on defense again, right? There was definitely a time where it definitely felt like Raztok was not very confident on defense. But he definitely found the way.
Yeah, see, this is the thing that I was talking about, because obviously we're not talking about a schlub here who's going to be doing quite literally the exact same thing over and over again. So, Saiyne's a great player and he was able to figure out what he needed to do, but that can only last for so long. In a tournament set, that's perfectly fine to win the day, but in the first to 10, you have to do more, especially assuming that your opponent's going to be adapting to your own style.
Exactly. Oh wow, that move is that 4A?
Yeah, definitely paying dividends.
Yeah.
See, this is what Saiyne has been wanting the whole time. This is why he's not blocking those 2A+Bs sometimes, because he's just under the assumption that he's been able to step it appropriately.
Right.
Ooh, turnaround K, huh? I don't know.
Oh, goes for the grab instead. That's, you know.
Yeah, getting kind of greedy, frankly, which means that you're going to provide Raztok with more situations like this.
He's definitely not dealing well with the 4-4A+B, and that's it.
Oh boy.
You know, part of me is like, Mina got a lot of guard breaks, but at the same time, the situations that Raztok has pulled that move out have been situations that have been avoidable. Yeah.
No, it definitely is, frankly, on Saiyne. He hasn't been dealing with that situation appropriately. It's effectively just like sitting there and waiting for, like, for instance, like grow A+B to just happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's one of those situations where, yeah, if you just let it happen, it's gonna seem terrifying, but it doesn't necessarily. You have agency in this situation.
Right. Oh,
catching that sidestep into duck.
There it is again. I would just like to see a wake up GI on those things, right? If you're gonna use your guard gauge, why not GI that so that way you get your guard gauge back?
Or hell, why not RE?
Yeah.
You can potentially get some meter and stuff. Oh,
that was. Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice caught the wake up. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was probably a button and not an RE.
Right. I mean, that's also very good because Raztok does stuff other than block on wake. Wow, hit a button. This stuff other than block on wake up. So it made sense.
Okay, here we go.
Heck forward soul charge. Interesting.
No, it definitely makes sense.
It does?
You can melt this health bar immediately, which is kind of what is happening. Yep.
Nice. Yeah,
I mean, it's soul charge, dude. I still hold that this is the best soul charge in the game.
I mean, it's very, very good. Okay, nice. I
think it's stupid as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Saiyne can do with this bar. Oh, no punish.
So hard to get the whip punishes on that. Right. Not pulling. It's just not working the way that he's hoping.
Oh, no back grab on that. That could have been it.
Oh, he tried to do something. This is why he hasn't been doing anything, because when he tries to, he gets screwed up. That is so big. Yeah, you do. You're right.
It's almost a little too late, you know?
Yeah. Oh, try the AA. No. That's the ring out. Is that it? Was that 9 into 10?
That's it.
That is it. Congratulations to Raztok. Very solid play. Keeping, maintaining his composure through the gauntlet that is the variety of different characters that Josh can pull out there. So good job to all players around. Fantastic set.